of people on spring break, Matt.
Yeah.
And for anybody who's doing staycation, today seems like the pick day.
Yeah, it's not a bad day. I'll tell you, out of the whole week and out of what we've had the last week and a half, today really is going to be pretty darn nice. We've got temperatures in the 40s already. You see clear visibility looking at downtown Cleveland right now. Just a stellar start to the day. If you do have to commute into work today, I know there are a lot of people spring breaking, and so traffic might be a little bit lighter than usual, but you will need the sunglasses as we have mainly clear skies. There are some high clouds floating overhead. Those high clouds will be with us for much of the day today. It's off of the system out towards our west. But temperatures in the 30s right now, so we're starting on the cool side, right? But we're going to warm a lot better than what we've done the last couple days, and that's all courtesy of the wind, which right now is out of the southeast. It is breezy. We've had sustained numbers between 10 and 20 this morning, and that will continue for much of the day. We do have a good breeze, but look at temperatures right now versus where we were waking up Sunday morning at this time. There's some 10 to 15 degrees warmer, and all over the eastern U.S. we are warming that air mass as we continue to bring in high pressure and a nice southerly flow. So at the surface right now, there's a high pressure out towards our north and the east. Eventually that will shift around and we'll get more into that low pressure envelope, so we'll bring in a southerly wind out ahead of that. But notice all the clouds we have. There are a lot of clouds off of showers and thunderstorms which are well west of us. We'll have those clouds mixed with sunshine today, but we'll stay rain free today. That's the good news. The other thing we're going to stay through the entirety of this storm system is blizzard free, because they've been dealing with it across the central and northern plain states. Anywhere from a foot to a foot and a half of snow expected as far north as Minnesota from that. For us, we stay on the warmer side of things. That warm wind pumping us up in terms of temperatures with your national Zymard hour-by-hour forecast. Clouds will come and go today with sunshine. Should make it into the mid-60s this afternoon. Tonight, not quite as cool. We'll fall back down into the upper 40s as we're still under that southerly flow. And then we've got rain that'll arrive tomorrow. We've been highlighting this for about a week and a half now, that rain arriving on Tuesday. And here it comes, 6 o'clock in the morning. We're dealing with a pretty good soaking of rain, moving from west to east through northeast Ohio. Once that moves through, I do think we spend a lot of our Tuesday dry, and we may have some sun peaks from time to time. Temperatures not bad, once again into the upper 50s tomorrow, but late tomorrow afternoon to the evening, we'll have to watch with the actual frontal boundary itself. There's going to be a couple thunderstorms along that, and some of those storms could be on the squirrely side because there's some shear present in the atmosphere. So especially western Ohio, we'll keep our eye out for perhaps a random severe storm or two, but then towards evening, and we're talking 7, 8, 9 o'clock tomorrow evening, we'll be dealing with this line as it weakens into northeast Ohio. And you see the whole thing kind of fizzles apart. And on Wednesday, we are much cooler behind that system. So in terms of high temperatures, enjoy today because we do get cooler, but there's no cold air. We're not back to the 30s again for highs. There's no snow in the forecast either. And so we've kind of flipped the script here in terms of what that pattern looks like over the long range as well. In terms of your Easter Sunday, this is an early look at Easter Sunday, but right now I am calling for some showers around. Doesn't look like a washout as of right now. Most of the rain looks to stay south, but it's still kind of too early to tell at this point. But temperatures we can tell. We should make it up into the low 50s on Sunday as it looks right now. And kind of a look at what that looks like on the weather map. Once we get this system out of here, we'll quiet down on Wednesday, Thursday. But then as we go into the weekend, kind of a tricky pattern because we'll have warm air that's trying to get in. We'll have cold air still off towards the north. And so we lay the train tracks, so to speak, down right over northeast Ohio. And so you get these showers that develop where that boundary is. And that boundary looks to set up somewhere locally over the weekend. So that means shower chances are in the forecast. This is what the Euro says for Sunday morning, some rain around. This will change, but the trend looks to be kind of the same, where we'll have some rain somewhere in the Ohio Valley, and we kind of sit around with that as we go into the next week. Your Union Home Mortgage 7-day forecast, putting it all together, you can see we do have cooler air working in here with some dry weather to end the week, and then on into the weekend, we'll watch those shower chances depending on where that boundary sets up. But overall, we're going to be dealing with a more mild pattern. No 30s in the forecast here, Bo.
All right, well, we'll get outside and enjoy today. Matt, thank you.